Welcome to the 25th anniversary of this band, Helloween. Quite a lot of time and quite a lot of tunes. We picked out 11 for this one. Was it, well, fight, you could say, where like I already hear you guys saying why you didn't play this song, why you didn't record that song. Well, together with like the 17 or 18 minutes symphonic madness we recorded on that one. This record is, well, mainly to say thank you that we are still around, still successful after 25 years. Your applause. And yeah, well, what we wanted to achieve is actually not another boring best of whatever 25th anniversary album, but
remixed or
whatever. That would have been stupid and boring, I think. So we tried to do something that we always wanted to find out. If, like successful tunes like Dr. Steen or I Want Out or If I Could Fly or you whatever, if they would sound great in another dress. So then we had help of very professional people like Matthias Ulmer, who is the god of arrangement, together with Charlie Bauerfeind, the producer, since The Dark Ride, I think, since forever, it seems. It was great to work together with people like, well-known people like Nipi Noya, who is a god in percussions, or like this Andreas Becker, who is a very well-known guitarist. He played like forever with Peter Maffay. He's a very, very successful and famous singer-songwriter,
arranger, composer, anything.
Also, it was a pleasure to work vocal-wise together with Billy King. He's well-known in Germany as well. He recorded several hit albums. So yeah, it was like a very nice experiment as well. Turned out great. So I wouldn't do it like every year because it's very stressful, and it was a fight actually to more or less rearrange your babies, because you love your babies the way they are, and you're used to your babies since 25 years or so, and this is like a bit perverted in the beginning, and it seems like rape when you have to rearrange and find new dresses for your beloved babies. But thanks to all the guys mentioned, we made it happen, and we're proud of it and hope you enjoyed the way we did it.
Hallo, welcome to the Burg Haslach Dieter Roth Studios. Hinter mir Studiobesitzer Dieter Roth. Dieter, geh mal Kaffee holen. So.
Für alle Metal-Fans, das ist ein Shaker.
Okay.
Die Betonung liegt auf Shaker, nicht Sampler. Und das hinter dem Shaker nennt man Mensch, nicht Maschine. Ja, geil.
I've been quoted saying, as well as Marcus, a bass player, that we don't like classical or unplugged things with our band in general, but what we meant to say rather was we don't like it the way it's been conceived and done by other well-known acts. whether they liked it or wanted to do it that way. It's pretty obvious. Shut up back there. I made it a point and said, yeah, but please, let's not do it the way it's usually being done, and not that way. And so, yes, now we have an anniversary record with poppy arrangements, with classical arrangements, real orchestra and everything, and a lot of effort has been done, taken, applied, whatever. We've gone to lengths to come up with a good result that's interesting and something really, really different. And I'm happy with it, because if I wouldn't, I would say so. I would say like, yeah, but it's not exactly what I expected or whatever. No, it's just great. I'm happy it's the way it is, and we did it. And we hope that you like it as much as I do, after all, because that's important.
Na,
Ja, ich soll hier Solo spielen?
ja, dann mal ab hier.
Aufnehmen?
Ja, dann mach mal, du.
Ich hab gedacht, ich mach das doch einfach mal so.
Hallo Leute, wir befinden uns hier im Schockhaus-Studio, um ein wenig bei der Entstehung unserer Unarmed beizuwohnen. Ihr werdet gleich ein bisschen was davon sehen, erfahren. Ja, das Studio ist klein, fein, aber mein, und es funktioniert sehr gut. Außer dienstags und donnerstags. Ja, wie in jedem Studio oder in vielen Studios habe auch ich hier ein paar Talismänner stehen, die werde ich euch mal vorführen. Das ist meine Lucky Witch. Einfache Ausführung, einteilig. Zum Zweiten haben wir hier, das ist My Lucky Bitch. Die ist etwas aufwendiger gearbeitet. Sie besteht aus 2 Teilen. Man kann sie auch umdrehen. Auch immer gern genommen. Fisch muss schwimmen. Darum gehe ich jetzt ein Bier trinken. Tschüss.
Hi, wir sind's. Wir sind jetzt gerade in Prag vor dem Rudolfinum. Das ist das da hinten.
Bitteschön.
Da drin geht's gerade voll heiß zur Sache.
Wir haben so 70 Mann am Orchester zusammengetrommelt und die werden ein paar Stücke von uns umsetzen.
Genau. Und ja, kommt doch einfach mal mit und schaut rein. Nee, das ist echt geil hier. Das ist auf jeden Fall sehr ergreifend. Wir saßen hier schon unten im Konzertsaal und haben uns das mal reingezogen.
Ja, dass es groß ist, wenn du deine eigene Musik plötzlich hörst, von einem großen Orchester gespielt und als einziger im Konzertsaal dabei sitzt und zuhörst. Das gibt Gänsehaut.
In erster Linie, denke ich, ging es erstmal darum, auch ein Geschenk an die Fans und an uns zu machen. Das heißt, wirklich ein spezielles Album aufzunehmen. Er hätte jetzt genauso gut ein ganz normales Studioalbum machen können.
How did it come about, the Keeper's Trilogy? Well, we are with the Prague Philharmonics, which is like a 70-piece orchestra.
And choir.
Full-fledged, and the London choirs, who I think did the singing for Star Wars, right?
Somebody mentioned it, yeah, but I'm not sure if that's true. But they are kind of world famous and blah blah blah. So I don't know if we lie here, but it was mentioned, yes.
Do we feel a bit like Spinal Tap?
Yeah, it's a bit like Spinal Tap.
Anyways, we have the Keeper's Trilogy, which consists of Helloween, the song Helloween, and
The
Keeper of the Seven Keys, and A King for 1,000 Years,
Yeah.
all mingled into one huge classical piece, which took some arrangement skills
Yep.
to do, which also the famous Matthias did,
Again.
and that guy is just incredible. And it's like this, I mean, he came up with keyboard arrangements and stuff, like how he would imagine this and that, and then, well, we had our ideas we put onto there, and that got forwarded to him, and actually I think this was the most lengthy process of everything
Yeah.
we've done here, but something that can make you extremely proud listening to it afterwards and the
Absolutely.
way it's been done and whatever. And already the keyboard arrangements were so good and so professional that you already had a good idea of what it could be finally, and then we always said, imagine this with a real orchestra. And so there we went.
It also, I think it was also surprising that it really worked out without guitars, because I remember that we had some versions with guitars on it, and we realized that the orchestra is playing nearly metal sometimes, so there's no need for guitars there. It's like Waiki, for example, loves Haydn, and it's like Haydn is like the metal of classics, I think. And this came all about, like, really came across with the Prague Orchestra, because they sometimes play like metal there, and you don't need guitars. So we just cut the guitars and decided to put in some drums and just the bass guitar on top of it to add this certain spice of frequency. And there you go, it's totally impressing.
Wir sind gerade im Aufnahmeraum vom Rudolfinum. Gerade eben waren wir schon unten im Konzertsaal.
Genau, und hier wird gearbeitet, hier ist ein richtiges
Hier wird-
Studio.
genau.
Und da wird gleich aufgenommen, Mikrofone hängen im Saal an jeder Ecke. Da hörst du wirklich jeden Furz, hier drinnen auch.
Hier riecht man ihn sogar.
Ich bin Charlie Bauerfeind und habe das Ganze so im Hintergrund überwacht sozusagen. Wir sind hier in Prag im Rudolfinum und haben gerade mit einem richtig geilen, schönen Orchester hier von den Prager Sinfonikern gemischt noch mit anderen Musikern zusammengestelltes Orchester, gerade einen richtig schönen Score aufgenommen, den Matthias geschrieben hat. Carsten hat das alles hier organisiert und wir sind super, super happy, haben jetzt gerade so die Streicher durch. Wir haben jetzt dann noch eine Chorsession mit richtig fett Chören für die Produktion und sind sehr, sehr glücklich damit. Und ja, wollen wir doch mal gucken. Das ist natürlich jetzt mal eine ganz andere Geschichte. Dann auch die anderen Sachen, die auf diesem Album landen werden, ist ja dann doch auch jetzt musikalisch aus anderen Stilistiken herangezogen, akustisch und so weiter und so fort. Also das dann, ich glaube, das Gesamtalbum ist dann auch musikalisch schon eine Herausforderung, das dann letztendlich auch so umzusetzen. Aber das ist gerade das Interessante, also man hat sich ja da auch dementsprechend dann Gedanken drüber gemacht, was da passieren soll. Und ich denke mal, wird für alle, die jetzt ja dann noch kommen werden und spielen müssen, hier von den Jungs auf den ganzen Sachen, natürlich für alle eine Herausforderung. Also kann man schon so sehen. Aber ich denke mal, von der Arbeitsweise her, vom Spaßfaktor ist das genau dasselbe. Und ich denke mal, dass das Ergebnis auch dem entsprechen wird, was man von Helloween kennt. Jetzt vom Feeling her. Dass es natürlich musikalisch was anderes ist, das ist auch gegeben einfach durch das Setup, also wie man es jetzt geplant hat.
Das Album hat natürlich viele Facetten jetzt. Irgendwie wir haben uns zusammengesetzt und haben einfach mal was entstehen lassen, so wollten mal was anderes machen, eben anlässlich des Jubiläums, was Abgefahreneres.
Wie sowas zum 25. sich zu schenken, ist schon großartig. Ja, das sind große Gefühle. Ja, für dich, du bist 6 dabei, 25 Jahre.
Ja, aber geil, das mitfeiern zu können.
Ja,
So
ich lade dich
natürlich,
ein, klar, bis gerne. Kannst du bitte zu meinem Geburtstag kommen? Auch der Fisch muss schwimmen. Darum gehe ich jetzt noch ein Bier trinken. Tschüss.
Skips when he's so he cloned her once or twice. Now his hips are aching quantity. Dr. Steen grows funny creatures, lets them run into the night. They become great rock musicians in their time is right.
Yeah, and so for the Dr. Steen, it's actually a funny story because it's it's a song I actually never wanted to do as a particular track or whatever. It was planned as a B-side originally, and because the demo that's been sung by Kai Hansen back then, because Michael Kiske had no time. It sounded a lot like Judas Priest, and that's probably why the record company Noise back then liked it a lot. And so, it got recorded, and suddenly it became a single. Incredible. So, and then we went out, and it was even a chart breaker in Germany. For the first time, some German English singing band would have a chart entry, and as far as I know, it went up to 3. So that some Schlager pop singer fans, they had to write cards for the hit parade in Germany that we wouldn't appear there actually as an English-speaking act in the German hit parade on TV. And we were ready to rent suits. And after all, we were not to appear in the TV hit parade, and that's actually fine because I can live quite well without it. But then for Why on this record, for the track Why, I wanted a saxophone solo that would have gone like just like the guitar solo, the original one. And because of certain reasons or whatever, no saxophone was recorded there because we had quite a good guitar solo already. And Charlie had to keep so many things in his head and organize all this with this record, and eventually the idea of the saxophone in Why got lost. But he kept it in his mind and he said, saxophone. Why didn't you always call your type of guitar playing saxophone guitar sometimes? So why don't we take, for instance, Dr. Steen? And I know Albie Connelly of Supercharge, and I went like, wow, Supercharge, really, is that so? And because I've always been a big fan of Supercharge, I've seen them on TV, and they're like a very happening show band who play for great occasions, like for instance Jackie Onas's wedding and stuff like that. And I thought, him to play the saxophones for my Dr. Steen, that's some kind of honor. I'd like to see that. And then when I heard the final version, it's incredible. And also what Matthias, the arranger, did for that song is just incredibly good. And I'm just very, very happy with this version, which now finally became yet another single. And so I don't know what to think of it. It's just crazy. And here we go, Dr. Steen.
Once he killed his monster when it went into a trap. Now he's making better ones on a higher step.
Achtung. Scheiß auf die Musik, jetzt gibt's Mittagessen. Tschüss.
I Want Out. Well, we added a children's choir to this because, well, we've always been prone to come up with kiddie melodies or children's melodies or whatever people called it. And so it was the idea of Charlie, the producer, and everyone else agreed when he said, so you are the kiddie melody guys, and so let's put a children choir there. So you had to assemble those little guys, kids and girls, and have them sing I Want Out. Incredible. Let me check what we have here. We have in the children choir Jaro Kirchgessner, Thilo Müller-Matsch, Gabriel Göbel, Julian Hildenbrand.
And which was a very nice thing is that the class 6C of the Humboldt High School in Karlsruhe, which is my hometown, was singing the choirs, which is a special surprise for me because when I read it, I was like, yeah, cool. My hometown is singing on I Want Out. Really cool. Fly free.
Eagle Fly
There
Free.
again, there was this idea to maybe present it in a complete different dress, but it took quite 3 or 4 weeks until we had, surprise, a demand from a band called Hell Songs, and they actually asked Helloween if we would allow them to cover a Helloween song, and they are famous for, well, rearranging metal songs into ballads.
Just what we were doing.
Yeah, actually, it was like a great coincidence because they were offering exactly what we needed. So they actually made our decision, and we told them, yes, you are allowed to, whatever song you want, but we need your help with Eagle Fly Free. And they have a very sweet singeress, and with a very sweet voice. And listening to Eagle Fly Free for the first time was like unbelievable because she whispered the song, kind of. A complete different sensation again. And I repeat myself, but you'll need quite half a minute to finally realize which song's being played again. It's fantastic. It's suddenly one of the most heavy, well, rapid, speedy songs from Helloween, written by Mr. Wyckoff, is now one of the loveliest ballads.
Yep, that's the studio equipment and the door to the recording room and the guitars. I'm sorry we have no wide angle. You got to bear with it. Hier ein Schlagzeug, Mann, alter, guck mal, ein Schlagzeug. Boah, ey, du. And this is the proud owner of this studio. Here we go, yeah. He made all this.
If I could fly, I remember that was quite a surprise for us because it was on the dark ride, and which was a very controversial disc CD, and but If I Could Fly did a lot good for us, namely, for example, a great top 10 success in Scandinavia, which certainly made us play the bigger concert halls there. So we thought it's a must, kind of, to bring If I Could Fly on this CD as well.
Hallo liebe Metal-Fans, herzlich willkommen zu Nippi Noyas Percussion Tool Workshop. Jetzt stellen Dieter und ich euch heute vor mit Charlie eine Shakerei. Ja, Kinder, kein Ornaniergerät, sondern eine Shakerei. Die Bewegung bleibt gleich wie beim Onanieren. Der Nippi kommt vorbei.
Bevor man spielen kann im Studio, passieren im Grunde genommen viele andere Dinge.
Hallo Schnauze!
Und eins davon seht ihr jetzt gerade. Eins von diesen Dingen, die passieren müssen, bevor man überhaupt spielen kann. Nämlich, Charlie, Steine in die Bassdrum legen. Das gibt den ganz speziellen Helloween Unplugged Acoustic Sound.
Gut so! Super! Komm rein!
Ihr seid alles Idioten.
Loopstrommel ganz leise.
Yeah, Forever and One. There was always this dream of singing that song only guided with a piano. So far, it never was possible to put a nice big piano on stage. So this time we at least put it on record. It was again this Matthias Ulmer who arranged it, played it. Friedel Ammon, who helped us a lot during the Keeper Legacy, was arranging the piano.
He's also a keyboard player, obviously.
Yeah, he's obviously a great keyboard player. And yeah, it turned out exactly the way we imagined it. Just the piano, very intimate, with my voice on it. And later on, you have this like adding bits and pieces and spices of choirs and string orchestras, and at the end of the song, you suddenly end up with a big arrangement. But how it starts, like just the piano, just the voice, is really beautiful.
through. Now that I must try to draw